Hey, good morning, subscribers. It's Thursday, February 20th. Before I go through the trades I did yesterday and then through the portfolio as we always do, let's have a quick understanding of what happened yesterday in terms of the afternoon session. We came into the morning session and we actually had a retest of the 1500 area on the S&P. You can see that here. This is the morning action, and then pretty much it was all downhill from there. Um, we are just kind of retracing some right now. We're not really doing more than that. It's nothing horrible. Certainly not yet. I have my first next better support areas at 1800 and between 1800 and 1810. So that's somewhere like around this box here, which basically coincides with the S&P's 50-day moving average on top and the 21-day moving average on the bottom end of that. So that's all I'm seeing right now. I'm not seeing any real catastrophic weakness anywhere. Although we did see a somewhat concerning reversal yesterday in the financials, but then again, that did come along with the broader market. So that's kind of it. So this morning, of course, we'll have Tesla to watch because it's up like whatever 10, 15, 20% after hours. We'll see where it actually opens. So that'll be important to watch and maybe gives some sort of a sentiment boost to the tech sector again. We'll see what happens, but for now it's more of a watch and see attitude that I think I want to take. So let's go through the trades that yesterday. First of all, what I did is I took the small profits we had in like 1.75% in HCA hospital operator. Pretty much just stocks just stopped going up. So instead of leaning out the window with too much risk on, I had 7 long positions. I took a few off. We now had sort of 3 medium to long-ish tails in a row. And then yesterday in decision day, now there's one of two ways it can happen the stock can go. It's either going to come down and retrace quite a bit of this rally, and then likely hold itself just because the support here was so good, or it just busts out very soon. Either way, I don't really want to be involved here until it actually does something. So that's why we took profits very simply. Then I opened two new positions, both of them on the short side. So I came into the day long 7 stocks, closed the day uh, 6 stocks long and 2 stocks short. So obviously, really taking down the net long exposure, which is the whole point of the whole exercise, as I discussed yesterday's morning video as well. So Amazon.com is a stock that I sold in the morning, sold short, I should say. You can see, I should say, and you can see basically here it's all just because this weakness here found resistance at the 100 moving average after the bounce post earnings, and now really it does look like if it's going to be able to break below this 346-ish area, I think the 200-day moving average 325, 326 should be possible through a longer term lens. Let me take a breath here. You can see that the stock is basically just kind of extended here, so it looks like it needs to come down into more of a medium-term area, so that it kind of gets back into a mean reversion move. It's really all that I'm looking for here. I'm not looking for anything catastrophic. I also shorted U.S. Steel, ticker symbol X. Stock, had a really nice run, sort of August through January or late December period. But it now looks pretty ugly in the sense that again here I'm not looking for the stock to go to new lows or anything, but it has developed a pattern that we can very simply refer to as a head and shoulders pattern. So you can see there's a neckline here, and the stock is basically about to drop below this neckline. I'm also looking for a move towards the 200 moving average. I think that makes a lot of sense. The stock here too, it came off and basically just found resistance. At the 50-day moving average. So a very similar setup to what we have in Amazon. Let's see if it works. Other than that, I got to tell you, on the long side, I'm really not seeing much anymore. I'm a little bit concerned about some of our long positions a little bit. So let's go through them quickly. CMG. So on the watch list today, I really don't have much interesting to talk about, to be honest with you. If something comes up, I will of course share it with you throughout the day. So I think it may be more of a wait and see day today. We'll see. Sometimes these wait and see days turn into really active buying days, but we'll see. So you can see here, this is CMG. same thing. Like the rest of the broad stock market left, closed well off the intraday highs, hence the long tail in the daily candle. So, we're just consolidating still in this area here, so that's okay. That's CMG. Next, Goldman Sachs. Like I said before, brokers and banks reversing quite nasty. You can see that here, the long tail. That's a little bit concerning. So we'll see what happens today, but that's definitely something I want to keep an eye on. ABX also reversed, the gold miner, along with gold and the miners, but it's not yet falling apart by any stretch. All it's really doing so far is just kind of retracing, and sort of retesting this breakout level that I've been talking about for almost 2 weeks or so. So you can see that's really all that's happening here so far. Then we have a reversal also in Rider. Same exact thing as, like, this is all just big beta, big correlation to the broader market. Look at the long tail here. So I'm suspecting a lot of these stocks are just gonna move with the market here over the next few days. And then Guild is the other one it actually held up relatively well. I guess it consolidated the previous day's gains, but it's holding up well. We have to watch out for this. This actually is also in the IBB, in the biotechnology sector, and this sector has really ramped. So let's keep an eye on that. And AIG is the last one. The rest of the positions we've already gone through. Also along the stock, and again, no surprise here. Just like the rest of the market, the stock also came down. It's given us technically an inside day, but again, let's keep in mind that this sell-off happened with the broader market selling off, so it's maybe a little bit less concerning to that extent. So that's pretty much it. I'll let you know when I see new positions setting up, but for now, I think really the only other one that I really focus on pretty closely is LUV, Southwest Airlines, and I've got an alert set if this thing can get above the 2150 area, which of course it hasn't so far. So hope this makes sense, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.